This is State Planning Attorney Jeff Fouts. People have heard me before talk about how remarriage, when the first spouse dies, the second spouse remarries, how that is a big, important issue that's oftentimes neglected or ignored by spouses because they think they'll never remarry. And that's a trap in all candor, because it's so easy to fix it and protect it. So let's talk about how that works. So let's act like the husband dies first and the wife is alive, and she swore that she'd never remarry. But here is something that, that I know and you know as well, that for every older man that marries, he marries a woman. So even though these ladies are saying they're never going to remarry, a certain percentage of them actually do remarry. So it's really important to make sure that we protect that money from remarriage and make sure that it stays in the bloodline. So how do we do that? Well, here's the way it works. So the lady, let's imagine she goes out there and she meets a guy, Mr. Wonderful, and they start dating, and then things progress, and she says, oh, you know, they get married. Okay, and let's imagine that he's a respectable guy and he's a nice guy. Well, even if he is a nice guy, things will accidentally get commingled and he will accidentally end up owning it potentially, and that's a danger. So how do we protect against that? Well, it's what we call remarriage protection. So here's what happens. When the first spouse dies, everything goes in a box that we call the remarriage protection box. The surviving spouse can do whatever they want, anything. It's simple. They do not have to ask me or anybody else permission to spend money in this example that we're using. And so then, when the second spouse dies, the money does not become commingled. It does not become marital property. It stays in the bloodline and it flows down to your kids and grandkids, and it doesn't flow over here to Mr. Wonderful or Bambi the barmaid or Paul the pool boy or Greg the grass cutter. Okay? It stays in your bloodline, which is what you want. It's real easy to do. It's extremely popular. About, I don't know, 85% of my clients like it. And one of the reasons they like it is because it really doesn't hinder anybody's life. It just sits there quietly, doing nothing. You can do whatever you want with life, but then if there's ever remarriage, it protects it, and it comes in different versions. If we can ever help you in any way in the future, just let us know. If you'd like us to review your estate plan, no problem. I hope you have a good day. Thank you.